All right, good evening, good evening. Welcome to a new WWW. That stands for Weekly Wednesday Webinar. Thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate each one of you. My name is Eddie Villanueva. I want to, the official MC of the Weekly Wednesday Webinars, and I want to say welcome to each one of you to a new webinar. We know we're excited that you're here. We're excited to see a lot of names that we have seen before. We also see a lot of new names as well, regardless if it's you returning, for another Weekly Wednesday webinar, or if it's your first time. We want to say thank you for being here and welcome. And as usual, you can see the panelist team. We're going to have everybody, have their official intro. But we wanted to let you know that the United States Senate Federal Credit Union, we're here through the good and the bad times. As you can see on the screen, you can see financial resilience during uncertain times. We know that life can give you a lot of surprises. We know that a lot of things are going on in capital here right now that we didn't expect. But that's the reason why we have this type of webinar, so you can have the peace of mind that throughout the struggle, throughout the storm, there's always hope. So once again, thank you very much for being here with us, because without you attending this wouldn't be possible. And then shout outs to everybody on the attendee list. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate each one of you. If you have any questions or any concerns, I want to emphasize that we're going to answer all of your questions live at the end of the presentation. So if you have any concerns, any questions, or anything that you want to share with us, you can comment on the chat or using the Q&A feature. And we want this to be very engaging, very fun. So if you don't have any questions, you just want to say hi, please write a comment and tell us hello, and we'll say hello back. And if you want to write your questions, we're going to do our best to our ability to answer all of those questions. And they only give me 2 minutes, that's the only what I'm approved for, 2 minutes to talk, otherwise I'll take, the mic the whole night. So I want to pass it on to our membership development analyst, Kim Fridley, with the official introductions. Ms. Kim, please take it away from me.
Eddie, thank you so much, and welcome everyone to this week's Wednesday webinar. We have an amazing, awesome, outstanding panelist team. You're in for a real treat. Lots of knowledge, lots of financial experience. So let's just get right into it. So you already met Eddie. And again, I'm Kim Fridley. Lots of people from our marketing department. We have Andrea. And if you've attended these before, you're very familiar with these names. So we have Andrea, we have Carrie. Carrie is responsible for all of this organic content that you're going to see tonight on these slides. We have Eli, and we also have my leader, Milton. He is going to be presenting tonight with Amber Miller. Amber is a partner experience manager with GreenPath. You guys have heard us talk about GreenPath financial wellness many times during these webinars. She is located in Philadelphia, and prior to her current role working with GreenPath partner credit unions to expand the reach of GreenPath financial wellness support and resources to their members, she actually provided financial and housing counseling for over 2 years, both in person there in Philadelphia and in New Jersey. She also partnered over the phone nationwide while holding National Foundation for Credit Counseling and HUD Housing Counseling certification. So make sure you give a warm welcome to Amber Miller. We are so excited that she's here with us. And last but not least, we are very fortunate tonight to have our Senior Vice President of Retail, Troy Ferguson, is actually with us as well. So tonight is a great night for you to ask questions, use the chat, the Q&A, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I'm going to turn it over to Milton and Amber. So take it away, guys.
Thank you so much, Kim. And before we start the presentation, I do have, as you mentioned, we had Troy Ferguson, or Senior Vice President of Retail, who is going to have he's going to start with a couple of opening remarks, and then right after we're gonna dive in, leading by Amber, and then I'll be taking over after Amber. But Mr. Ferguson, if you can hear me.
Can you hear me, Milton?
Yes,
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear you
me?
now, sir. Yes, there you are.
All righty. Oh, we're having a few technical difficulties today. I guess that's the world that we live in, as so with IT and things of that nature. But hey, thank you all so much for joining this evening. And I am our SVP for the United States Senate Federal Credit Union of Retail Operations, Troy Ferguson. Such a pleasure and honor to be before you tonight. Unfortunately, certainly under these auspicious occasions where it's such a difficult time, but we are here as a credit union to provide assistance and resources and knowledge to you to help you maneuver through some of these difficult times because as a people, we're all better together and we are here for you united. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know we have provided some resources in terms of membership and loans, but certainly that's not where it stops. Hopefully, after tonight's call, you will be able to uncover that we are partnered with other organizations in Alexandria or throughout the country to be able to provide resources to help you and your families during these difficult times. And hopefully, the shutdown will be resolved very soon. But if not, hopefully you'll be able to walk away with some resources that will definitely provide some solutions and just know that we are here together. So with that, Milton, I don't want to take up any more time. I want to make sure that we get to the presentation so the folks can learn more about how we can help them as opposed to listening to me. So with that, I will turn it over to you and turn it over to Amber so we can talk about some ways to help our folks that have joined this call this evening. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for being a part of the United States Senate Federal Credit Union, because without you, there's no us. So thank you. Milton?
Thank you so much, Troy. And again, I second what Troy, stated. The most important thing, the message that we want to convey during this presentation is to let you know that the United States Center for Credit Union is there for you during these uncertain times. And I'm pretty sure my colleagues mentioned it, but at the beginning. But again, we do want to emphasize that if you do have any questions during this presentation, please feel free to use the chat feature or the Q&A. Our amazing team, Andrea, Eli, Eddie, and Kim will be keeping track of the chat throughout this presentation. So again, we do want to make this interactive. So again, please make sure you use those tools to connect with us. And it is our commitment that we will try to answer every question before we let you go tonight. With that being said, so glad that we were able to bring in Amber Miller from our amazing partners of GreenPath Financial Wellness. And Amber is going to go ahead and start us off, and then I'm gonna jump in after once Amber finishes with her presentation. So Ms. Amber, take it away.
Great. Thank you, Milton. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Like was just said, it's not the best of circumstances with which we are gathering under, but hopefully the information that we have for you all tonight will give you some encouragement, give you some actionable steps that you can take, and just let you know, remind you that you're not alone in this. Like was said earlier, I'm with an organization called GreenPath Financial Wellness. We are a partner of United States Senate Federal Credit Union. And GreenPath is a nationwide nonprofit organization based in the Detroit, Michigan area since 1961. So our mission at GreenPath is to empower people to lead financially healthy lives. I know that maybe sounds a little bit broad, maybe even a little vague, but that is intentional. At GreenPath, we believe that a financially healthy life looks different for each of us, and it should, right? We are all in different situations. We all have different priorities from one another. We all have different goals that we would like to reach. So our definitions of financially healthy life can and will and should vary as well. So we are really here to help people figure out what a financially healthy life looks like for them, and then come alongside them to educate, equip, and empower them with the clear next steps they can take to get where they want to be financially. So we partner with hundreds of credit unions, including US Senate FCU, to offer our counseling and other financial education resources to their members for free. So we are here to support anyone who has financial concerns that are stressing them out or financial goals that they would like some guidance on how to reach. So whether it's day-to-day financial challenges or struggles or needs for support or larger situations entirely out of our control, like a government shutdown, we are here to talk which is of course what we're here to talk about tonight. But you do not have to navigate any of this alone. Your credit union is here to support you, and part of that support includes offering you this free access to GreenPath, both as you navigate this period of uncertainty and once things are back to business as usual as well. So moving in to taking a look at what we'll talk about tonight, with this in mind, we are really wanting to give you some tools to improve your financial resiliency in the midst of the uncertain times that we're currently facing. I first of all want to start by acknowledging that this is hard. This is hard, right? Something like a government shutdown can feel really overwhelming and unpredictable, and it is entirely out of our hands. And if you are anything like me, when something is out of our hands, that amplifies how difficult it is. So in times like these, it can be helpful to focus on what you do have control over and focus on the power of planning. There are small steps you can take to stay confident and stay in control of the things you do have control over. And that's what this session is all about, taking those small practical steps one at a time. So we'll be talking about how to manage your essential expenses, when and how to communicate with your creditors, how to access trusted resources, and then also how to prepare for recovery once those paychecks resume coming in again. So during uncertain times, one thing that can be helpful is to bring your attention back to the basics, the things that you can control day to day. So start by tracking what's coming in and what's going out. Knowing where your money is going gives you a more clear picture of what can potentially be adjusted. Do you have savings or other assets available that you can tap into at this time? Track everything that you have available to you to work with. If you haven't already, trim what's not essential for now. This does not have to be cutting things out forever, but look at things that you can trim temporarily until the paychecks are coming in again like normal. Maybe it's pausing saving contributions or optional expenses like subscriptions until things stabilize and you have your full paycheck to work with again. Finally, prioritize the essentials: housing, food, utilities, transportation, insurance. Keeping these covered first and foremost ensures that you stay on solid ground throughout this time and beyond. Without a paycheck, it is also totally understandable that you may not be able to make all your payments at this time. When you know you will be unable to make a payment, communication is imperative. The earlier you can communicate proactively, the more options you may have available to you. You are not alone in this situation, and as this shutdown has continued to linger and keep going on, there may be more options available to support those who are impacted by this shutdown. But your creditors or your landlord or your utility companies, whoever it may be, they don't know what's going on if you don't communicate with them. So offerings may include things like payment deferrals, skip a pay, late fee waivers, temporary shut-off protections, lots of possibilities here that may be offered depending on who you owe and what this looks like at this time. So if at all possible, reach out before missing a payment to request a hardship option or inquire about support available to those impacted by the shutdown. You typically do not have to wait until you are already past due to receive help. Again, proactive communication can often lead to more options and less potential damage. If you see the writing on the wall and you know you're not going to be able to make an upcoming payment, whether it's rent or mortgage, a loan, credit cards, utility bills, whatever that may be, reach out and ask about payment deferrals, late fee waivers, or any other options that may be available for the hardship. Be sure to write down when you called, who you spoke with, what exactly they agreed to, and if there's any follow-up that's required on your behalf as well. Here's a basic, simple script that you can use when calling. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You can just say something like, "Hi, I'm temporarily affected by the federal government shutdown, and I'm calling to request a short-term payment extension or any other hardship option you have available." Again, your basic needs. So we're thinking about things like shelter, food. These things are top priority right now. But if you are able to keep up with at least your minimum payments for creditors that do not offer any hardship options, this can help protect your credit history during this time as well. So if at all possible, make at least those monthly minimum payments. Again, communicate to the creditors, see what options they may have available for you, But if there's no options available, making at least those minimum payments is a strong step you can take to protect your credit. It's also helpful to avoid closing accounts, even ones that you're maybe not using much. Keeping them open can help maintain your available credit and can help keep your score steady during this time as well. It's also important to be aware that credit card utilization can have a pretty big impact on your credit score. So if you are using credit more than usual to cover expenses, you may see a dip in your score until you're able to get those balances back down to a lower utilization rate. Check your credit report regularly at annualcreditreport.com as well. This is something that you have access to for free weekly and can give you the peace of mind that everything is accurate, that you're staying on top of how things are reporting, especially if you've worked out hardship options that shouldn't be impacting your credit. Keeping an eye on that to make sure that things look right can be helpful as well. And then finally, steer clear of payday or other high interest loans. They may feel like or look like an easy short-term solution, but they often can make things harder down the road and can come at an immense cost. It's also super important to stay alert for scams during this time. Unfortunately, scammers often take advantage of situations like this and of uncertainty by posing as lenders or employers or government officials offering help. Be cautious of anyone reaching out unexpectedly with assistance or requests to verify your employment or just anything that doesn't seem right. Legitimate agencies are not going to contact you this way. Watch for job ads or instant loan offers that maybe sound too good to be true. Those are often designed to collect personal information or even money from you up front. Also, always double check links before clicking or before inputting any information, especially if you receive an email or a text message. Go directly to the official websites instead. There's typically going to be links that you can follow to get through that as well. And then most importantly, protect your personal and financial information. When in doubt, reach out to trusted sources like USSFCU before responding or sharing any information. There are also some good, reliable, trusted places to get current information and get assistance. FEEA.org is a great place for resources and programs created specifically for federal and postal employees. OurPublicService.org is another great resource with updates and tools from the Partnership for Public Service. And the 211.org website or the 211 hotline that you can call, this is a great 24/7 connection to local food, housing, and utility support through the United Way. So there are other trusted resources out there, but these 3 resources are a great place to start, specifically for federal workers that you can rely on for accurate, verified help. Another great tool that's available right now is the Shutdown Assistance Map. So this map helps you identify nearby support. So plug in your zip code where you live and find access to food resources, utility programs, other verified local aid sources. Bookmark this website, share it with coworkers or family or friends that may need this as well. This is a great resource to utilize to see what support is available in your immediate local area. And then finally, I want to wrap up my section of this webinar by just making sure that you all know that GreenPath offers more than just budget help or debt payoff help or credit help. We're really here to support you in building long-term stability. So you have access to our certified counselors. We are here until 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. So if you want some additional support, someone else's eyes on your situation, you can actually give us a call and talk with someone after this webinar ends tonight. So whether you reach out now or whether you wait until the shutdown is over and you're ready to work on regaining control and maybe be better prepared for future unexpected expenses or freezes of income, we are here to help. So again, it is free and confidential. You can give us a call at 877-337-3399 or learn more and check out the other resources that we have available in addition to counseling at greenpath.com/USSFCU. So while these planning and financial wellness tools can help ease some stress, the support definitely does not stop there. So I'm going to hand it back over to Milton now, who's going to walk you all through how USSFCU is directly supporting you all as members during this shutdown as well.
Thank you so much, Amber. And again, we truly appreciate you coming out and sharing, all that information that you share with us. And we cannot emphasize, we always, as tell our members to take advantage of all of the benefits that we provide to all of anyone that's a member of the credit union, and GreenPath being one of them. You guys are just amazing. So thank you again for giving us those tips and sharing that information. And as you stated, I did wanted to emphasize as to what we're doing here for the credit union. And for those, if you may not know, we do want you to know that the U.S. Senate Federal Credit Union has your back here. If you haven't taken advantage of our federal shutdown relief loan, we want you to know that it is still available. It is a 90-day loan at a 0% interest, with amounts up to $5,000. That is what we have available in terms of the shutdown relief loan that we have here at the credit union. The approval process is pretty easy. Once you're a member of the credit union, all you have to do is log into your online banking portal, go to loans, apply for new loan, and you'll be able to click on the drop-down option and select government shutdown loan. And once you do that, we're asking for two pieces of information. Obviously, one of them is being an active member of the credit union, and second, uploading a memo or any notification that you receive that you're impacted by the shutdown. That's all we're asking. We will notify you once you are pre-approved, and obviously by now we are certain that just about everyone has missed one paycheck, and that's all you had to go through. Once the first paycheck has been missed, then we can go ahead and provide the loan available to you the next day. Again, repaying the loan after the 90 days, you will have the option to do so if you want to pay it in full, or if you want to convert the loan into a conventional loan, you are going to have the availability to do so as well. And I also wanted to emphasize, for those that already took advantage of this loan but did not take the full $5,000, if that is the case, we want you to know that we're here available if you still need a little more assistance. So again, I want to emphasize that if you apply for the loan and did not take advantage of the whole $5,000 and you still need a little more help, something to get you through for hopefully not much longer, because again, we're hoping that a resolution will come in place here very soon. But again, if you do need to dive, if you do need to get a little more and you did not take advantage of the whole $5,000, please give us a call. We are willing to make case-by-case exceptions, although we did state it at the beginning that the loan was just a one-time loan. But again, if you took advantage of the loan but did not take the whole $5,000 and you were approved for the entire $5,000, but you decided to take less than the $5,000, please give us a call. We will be sharing the phone number for you at the end of this presentation, where you can call us and we can go ahead and review your original application if you have already applied for this loan. But again, there's also more ways on how we can help you here at the credit union. Carrie, if we can go to, thank you so much. Again, so beyond the government shutdown relief loan, members also have access to several other short-term options to support you. One of them being the refunding the skip a pay. You can select skip a pay in the online banking, then give us a call to refund the fee. So again, skip a pay, it's something that it is available. If you have a loan here with us, you are more than welcome to go ahead and take advantage of the feature. And once you've done it, just give us a call and then we will go ahead and refund you the fee. So we are not charging the fee for the skip and pay. It is important to know that you have to give us a call so that we can go ahead and manually issue the refund. Also, we do have the share secure loans available. For those that have CDs, I know early last year, We were pretty much the top credit union, not credit union, I'll take that back. We were the top financial institution in the nation that was the had the most competitive rate when it came to share certificates or CDs. And if you took advantage of that, and you are now going through a little bit of a hard time, we want you to know that you can use those share secure loans and make those into a personal loan with the backing of your CD or share certificate. If you want to take advantage of that, again, all you have to do is just go to our website, stop by our branch if you're in the DC area, or give us a call, and we will be able to issue a secure loan that is backed by your share certificate. So again, that is something that you're interested, please do so, and by giving us a call, going and applying online, or visiting one of our branches. And last but not least, for those that have CDs or share certificates again, and you want to go ahead and withdraw some of those funds that you have available there, we are going to allow you to do so without charging any penalties during the government shutdown. Again, if you have a share certificate with us here at the credit union, and you don't want to take advantage of the share secure loan, but you just want to go ahead and take a portion of that share certificate, you may do so without paying any early penalties for during the duration of the government shutdown. So those are the three options that we have available for you here at the credit union, that we can definitely assist you with. So please make sure that you give us a call for either one of them. Another assistance that we're providing, again, we're going to be offering loan extension on the current loans that we have. All you have to do is give our collections department a call. They will be more than happy to assist you with doing extensions on your current loans. Also, if you do have a real estate loan here with us, we are doing modifications that may be available again when appropriate. For that, contact our real estate lending department for more details. But again, that is something that we can assist you with. And last but not least, if you have a first mortgage, you may qualify for deferments to extend the maturity dates. And if that is, if that is you, then again, contact our collections department for options on how we can perhaps defer some of your mortgage payments and maybe extend the maturity dates during this government shutdown. Again, these are the assistance that we have for those that have loans with us. We have the extensions. If you have a real estate loan with us, such as a home equity line of credit or home equity loan, just to name a few, please give us a call. We might be able to do modifications on those loans. And last but not least, if you have a mortgage with us, a first mortgage, then you might qualify for deferments that can assist you during the government shutdown. Moving on. I also wanted to emphasize here that during this government shutdown, our services with Fellows Financial, it's available, and we have our amazing Michael Schimmel through Fellows again, that he can assist you. He can help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals, whether that is your retirement planning, investment strategies, estate and legacy planning, or even insurance. If you want to talk to him about that. And lastly, small business guidance. So if you want to learn more about how you can talk to Michael, you can visit our website, ussfcu.org/FAS, or reach out directly to us using the contact information on this slide that you see, that 703-429-9833, or his email, fas@ussfcu.com. He will be more than happy to assist you and talk to you during this time. And then moving on, Carrie. Again, coping with financial stress. I know that this is definitely a stressful time. We understand it, but it is also important to make sure that you are taking advantage and doing self-care. It is truly important, because we know once a person is under a lot of stress, can slowly start taking taking an impact on our personal selves, on our body. So we want to give you a couple of tips here on how you can cope with financial stress. And the most important thing here that we want to emphasize is that move your body. Walking, stretching can ease a lot of this tension. Stay connected with others. I know Amber touched a little bit on that. Reach out to your family, your coworkers, and friends. They can all become a great network that can help you, alleviate and find ways on how you can release some of the stress. But also it is important to keep it simple, keep those simple routines for steadiness. If you are furloughed and you're now not required to go into the office and you just wonder, what am I going to do? We want to make sure that you don't forget your simple routines so that you're not, getting out of whack. And also make time for moments of enjoyment, music, laughter, or any hobbies that you like to do. Make sure that you are doing that. And last but not least, I know this is something that I personally do myself that I find a lot of pleasure with doing so, and that is to volunteer or learn something new, to refocus your energy into something else. And know that this shall pass. Again, this shall pass. I know it has gone a little longer than expected, but I really hope that you are taking something away from the resources that we have available here for you. All the resources that we have also with Green Path, with fellows through Michael Schimmel. I'm sorry. We want you to know that there's a lot of tools out there, and also, there are other services that are provided by your local state. We want to make sure that you take advantage of those as well. And don't forget, support is available. You're not alone. We definitely want you to know that you're not alone in this uncertain time. Next slide, Carrie. And coming over to the end here, we wanted to emphasize that what should you do once the shutdown is over? If there's anything that we want to emphasize is that you want to make sure that you start. The first thing you want to do once it's over is that you want to make sure that you start to catch up on the essentials first. Use the back paid wisely. Rebuild your emergency savings. If you are a usual attendant to our weekly Wednesday webinars, we always every once a month we put up presentations, and we always like to talk about what are some of those things that you can do to help you protect your finances, especially during uncertain times. And that is that we encourage everyone to create a budget. And in the budget, make sure that you are building a emergency savings bucket there, that would allow you to have enough money to get you through at least for 3 months, or emphasize the rule of 50, 30, and 20%. That is also something that we like to encourage everyone to start participating and taking action on. Again, building emergency savings is truly something that a lot of people might take for granted, and you don't know how important it is until you are in a tough position and then you are now running out of options. So again, building an emergency savings is something that we truly want to encourage. Also, once you start getting all those back pay, make sure that you're reviewing your tax withholdings for accuracy. Make sure that those things are accurate. Make sure that that there's something that wasn't missed, whether they took more or they took less, and then all of a sudden you're gonna have to get everything together by the time it's time to do your taxes. So again, be very careful when doing that. And also, if you wanna revisit your budget, for those that have a budget, and if you don't, reach out to us or Green Path. We can definitely assist you on how to better prepare your budget, that can assist you and align with your finances, and how that you can be better prepared for the uncertain times. And last but not least, plan ahead. Even small steps to build a will build a long-term stability during uncertain times. And again, as I stated in the previous slide, we want you to know that you're not alone. we're here for you. Support is always available. And the United States Senate Federal Credit Union is always here to assist you during these uncertain times. So thank you all so much for coming in and being part of this presentation. Here's my contact information. I know Kim is here from the membership development team, and if there's anything again that we can do to assist you, please do not hesitate to reach out to call us. Dial the 1-800 number 374-2758, and if you hit option 7 and you say my name or Kimberly Fridley or Janika Trent, those are the dedicated people that I have here that take care of all of our members, that especially those that works in the Senate community. But even if you don't, if you want to reach out to us and talk to us and see how we can assist you during this uncertain time, we will be more than happy to do so. And also my email is here as well too. If you want to send me a note directly, don't hesitate to do so. Milton8@ussfcu.org, and I'll be more than happy to respond. So with that being said, as we stated early, my boss is on here, Troy Ferguson. I know Amber already did her presentation, and I'm here myself. So if anyone have any questions, this is your time to ask. We'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions that you may have. And I'm gonna go ahead and ask my wonderful team, Eli, Andrea, and Eddie, and Kim, and see what are some of those questions that we have that we'll be more than happy to assist. And Troy, I want you to again, I don't want you to throw a curveball, but just be ready to answer any of the questions that may come your way. Sure. if needed.
Sure. And hey, Milton, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
All right. So one of the things I want to put out there for those that may already have certificates of deposits with us, one of the things that we are doing is that because of the situation, in the event that you need to access your funds and you're concerned about an early withdrawal penalty, we are going to waive that at this time. That was one of the things I wanted to make sure that if that information was not covered in some of our other literature or in other communications, I wanted to make sure that that is out there for you to know that we will be able to assist you. I know sometimes you want to make sure you're getting a good rate, but you're worried about, if I have to pull some money out to make ends meet, will there be a penalty? We will waive that early withdrawal penalty. So just wanted to put that out there, but certainly willing to take additional questions at this point.
Thank you so much, Troy. And Ms. Andrea or Eli, I see we have the whole full team today, so thank you all so much for being with us.
Yes, so thank you so much, Amber and Milton, for the presentation today. Our first question is, can someone who is affected by the shutdown join that's not already a member now and apply for the 0% interest loan?
That is an excellent question, and the answer to that is yes, absolutely. We have recently, partnered with our newest partner here at the credit union, which is the USSFCU Foundation, that now allows anyone to become a member of the credit union as well. So if you are a federal employee, but you are not part of the core select employee group, so if you work for another agency or another federal agency or department, you can still join and become a member of the credit union. You don't have to be with us for a certain amount of time. All we're asking is that you are an active member. So the moment you open your membership, then you can go ahead and sign up for online banking. And once you've done that, then you can go ahead and submit your application for membership. Now, again, the way how you will become eligible for a membership will be to make a one-time donation into the United States Senate, into the USSFCU Foundation, and then once you've done that, that will open up the membership eligibility, how you can join the credit union. So again, the answer to that is yes, you may do so. All you have to do is select the foundation as the gateway to how you can become eligible. And again, that is only if you're not working for the Senate or you're employed by the Capitol Police. the architect of the Capitol, the Supreme Court, or the Government Accountability Office, or GAO. So those are the five core segs that we have, that we are directly work with here at the U.S. Senate Federal Credit Union. So if you're not, if you don't work for any of those, you can still come in and join and apply for the government shutdown loan. So again, excellent question. Thank you so much, Andrea.
And our next question is, what if you need more than $5,000?
That is an excellent question. And Troy, would you like to take that answer? I mean, that question, I'm sorry. Or I'll be more happy to answer if you like.
No, certainly, Milton. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulties. No, certainly, if you need more than $5,000, the shutdown program, as we have written it for the organization, is at $5,000. However, based upon the strength of your application, we do pull credit. We do look at all of those parameters, and if there's something, if we believe that it would warrant additional dollars, we would certainly take a look at that. So submit your applications. Not going to discourage anyone from submitting applications. And based upon our lending criteria, we will certainly consider the application, and if warranted, try to meet the needs of our members or the applicants.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Troy.
Thank you, Troy. And our next question is, I've been through a few shutdowns, and I don't remember if we are paid in one lump sum. Do you know? I've never changed my withholdings once we got paid. Should I, if we are getting paid in one lump sum?
That is also another excellent question. And to my knowledge, I know the last time that we had a shutdown was back in 2019, and a total of, I believe, 33 days or 32, some around that ballpark, was the number of days that were missed, and it only included one paycheck. So I don't know, to be honest. We can look into it and see if we can answer that for you. But it is my understanding is that they will pay everything that you missed. So again, I know if there's no resolution by tomorrow, then especially for those that are in the Senate, you would have missed your second paycheck after tomorrow. And so it is on understanding that everything will be paid, so you will receive back pay. But I'm just not 100% sure. Just because of the last time we had a shutdown in 2019, it was only one paycheck that was missed, and I don't think we have any shutdowns that have lasted longer than the current one that we're in as of now. So, but we will be more than happy to reach out directly to our partners over at the Senate, in the HR department. I know that Secretary of the Senate might be able to answer that question for us. So we can reach out to them, and then whoever asked that question, if you can send us a quick email, then we'll be more than happy to get back to you with an answer. But again, that is an excellent question, though. Sorry that we couldn't give you a straight answer right away.
All right. And it looks like the next question that we have is just simply, can we get a copy of the recording of this webinar tonight?
Absolutely, 100%. And this is recorded as well, so you will receive a copy of the presentation most likely by tomorrow. I know right now, because of what we're going through, it's been a little hectic, but we will try to get the copy of the recording by tomorrow, which we normally do. Carrie, do you want to add a little more into that?
I know it's important. I will work to get all the people in place to get the recording uploaded right away.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Another question that we have is just in regards to credit reports in general. This person says, I lost 24 points because it says my credit age changed. It said my credit age changed from 5 years, 4 months to 4 years, 6 months. Is this something that you can explain?
That's an excellent question that I think, Amber, you might be the expert on this case. So thank you so much if you don't mind taking that.
Yeah, happy to answer that. So there, I'm sure is an explanation. I can't give it to you right now without seeing what's been going on with your credit. So give us a call, talk with one of our counselors. We'll do a soft pull of the credit. We can get to the bottom of this. It may be an old account that was hanging out, even if it's been paid off and closed, it may have fallen off. Something that is just involving an older account that's no longer in play with your credit age. This is one of the smaller factors in your credit score. So even if there was a dip right now, it'll usually bounce back up sooner rather than later. For sure quicker than if you were to like miss a payment or something like that. But give us a call, have one of our counselors take a look at that soft flow of the credit report with you. We can dig into figuring out exactly what happened here and what's going on, and then talk about other steps to get that score back on the rise.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And the number, if you want to call GreenPath directly, it is 877-337-3399. Again, 877-337-3399. And Amber, can they ask for you directly, or do you have I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, so I don't have the equipment to do official counseling anymore. So you'll talk with one of the members of our team who is doing counseling, and you'll be in excellent hands. They're all great, they're all certified, and any of them will be able to get your questions answered right away. And again, until 10 p.m. tonight. So if you want to give us a call tonight, we can take a look at that with you and get this answered before you go to bed tonight.
That is outstanding, and thank you so much. And again, if for those, if you might have missed it at the beginning, we do want you to know that GreenPath is a nonprofit organization, and they have certified financial counselors. Again, it is a nonprofit, so they're not there trying to make a buck out of you. If anything, it's the opposite. We want to be able to, equip you with the right tools. And I'm so glad. You know what? This is the first time that I actually get to hear your schedule, Amber. So knowing that you guys are open until 10 p.m. Eastern time, or 7 p.m. for those that live in the West Coast. That is great to know, especially during this uncertain time. So thank you so much for giving us that information. And again, call the number 877-337-3399 is the number for GreenPath, or you can go to the website, greenpath.com/USSFCU. It will get you directly connected to the GreenPath and their amazing team over there. Eli, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Try that again. Sorry. So thank you, Milton and Amber, for those answers. It looks like we have a follow-up in regards to the question about the lump sum from another attendee. And they stated that they had reached out and they were told that it will not be a lump sum pay, that it'll be a regular check when deposited, and then the next check with the lump sum will follow within a few days. So that is something that we've received from one of the attendees in regards to that.
Outstanding. Thank you so much. We do have this commitment that we tell everyone we will try to answer every question before we let you go. And we love our members, we love our community, and that is pretty much everyone coming together and providing the answers. So thank you so much for the person, whoever that answered that and sent us that information. It is great to know. So again, to emphasize what Eli just shared, if you are going to miss more than one check, they will not be paying in a lump sum. In fact, what they will do is they will pay them check one at a time, but it will be a small window between one and the other. And again, if you are a Senate employee, and again, this is because who we work directly with. But if you're a Senate employee, I know today would have been your second missed paycheck. So most likely, unless there's a resolution by midnight, then that will be missed tonight. And so in order, once you receive your back pay, you are going to get one check first, and then a couple of days will go in between, and then a second paycheck will be issued to you. So you don't have to worry about the getting everything into one lump sum. So thank you so much, Eli, for sharing that information, and most important, thank you to the person that sent that answer to us. That is great, greatly appreciated.
Perfect. And it looks like we may have just one final question for the night. And it just says, maybe we've already addressed this, but can you just remind us when applications for shutdown loans are likely to be approved with them?
Awesome. Yeah. So, and that is another great question. And again, thank you all for sending your questions. We truly appreciate them. And again, we still got time. I know we still have a little bit, about 10 minutes. And if we need to go over, we'll be more than happy to do so. But to answer that question in reference to the process itself. So, as I stated during the presentation, the way it works is if you're already a member, the application process is very simple. Just log in into your online banking, get into the portal, go in and apply for a new loan. Once you do so, select the type of loan that you're applying for, and then you should be able to see that on the drop-down option, government shutdown or shutdown loan. Select that loan. It will ask you to input the amount that you want to, that you're requesting. Again, we are emphasizing, just because we don't know if this is going to go longer, but to take the whole $5,000, that is a recommendation that will be given since day one. We understand that not everyone wants to take the whole full 5,000, but if you did and you need a little more, then give us a call. We'll be more than happy. But just for those that are new that haven't applied yet, once you hit submit, you are required to upload proof of loss of pay. The one document that we have been receiving or accepting is just the memo that went out to all those employees, letting them know that your pay is going to be impacted. If you don't have the memo, I know we were on a call this morning with the Rules Committee for the Senate, and a wonderful Elton Roshi, who is a familiar face here for those that attend the webinar. He added new information that was new for me, that I wanted to share with everyone here. So if you cannot provide proof of loss of pay, just give us a copy of the last pay stub that you received. And if you don't have the memo, and then just submit that, we'll be more than happy to take that in. And right now, the turnaround time for any applications that we're getting, because of a high volume of loans, just for those that may not know this, but we have received over 1,500 loans in the last 30 plus days, and that is a huge number. And again, we have a hard and dedicated team that is working all those loans. But because of the high volume, the process itself, it might be taking a little longer. Our goal again is to try to turn those around as soon as we can. But unfortunately, because of the high number of applications that we currently have, we cannot give you a specific time frame. But I do know that once you're pre-approved, and by now everyone would have missed a check, then you are most likely to receive your funds the next day. Once you're pre-approved, I'm sorry, and you missed that check, then we will be able to get you those funds the next day. Once you have received a pre-approval notification, the documents will be sent for you to sign. And again, it's a great reminder that the loan itself is 90 days, interest-free, no payments required. After the 90 days is up, you have the option to pay the entire loan in full. If not, if you would like to convert that into a conventional loan, then you are more than welcome to do so. They just give us a call, and our team will be able to assist you in making those into a conventional loan with the terms that you choose. You can go as little as 12, 24, 48, you name it. We'll be more than happy to assist you, but we do have those options available to you. So hopefully I was able to answer that question. I know I got too much deep into it, but I just want to make sure that we are giving you everything, up front, and setting those expectations as well, as far as the turnaround, because that is one of the biggest I wouldn't say headaches that we got going on. Probably that's not the proper wording, but we are trying to do our best to turn around all those loans as fast as possible. But just understand that there's a high volume of applications that we have received, and we continue to receive. But again, we want you to know that we are here, and we're doing our best to turn those around as soon as possible, and do those fundings as soon as you're pre-approved and you sign those documents.
So Milton, I do have one more anonymous question. And somebody works in DC and they're under the impression that the loan is only for those working in Capitol Hill. Is that a myth, or is that true? Or even those staff, working in the state offices can benefit from that loan program as well?
Uh, Eddie, that's an excellent question, and truly, thank you so much for bringing it up to our attention. That is a myth. Just because you're not in DC doesn't mean that you're not eligible to apply for this loan. This loan is eligible to anyone, and I repeat, anyone that has been impacted by the shutdown. If you're a federal employee and you have been impacted, give us a call. I don't care where you live. We have done loans for people as far as Hawaii, Alaska. Even if you are a military and you're deployed overseas, but you've been impacted, give us a call. We're here for you. You don't have to be in DC in order to qualify to get this loan. And another thing too, and I forgot to mention, but we are not asking for income verification. So that's another thing. If that's a myth, we want to make sure that we clear the air and let everyone know that we are not doing income verification. However, we are still pulling credit. So having a decent credit is going to be one of those factors that we looked into or underwriting that determines, if you're eligible for the full $5,000. But even if your credit is not the best, we're trying to do case by case. And looking into all those applications and see what we can do. We might not be able to do the whole 5,000 if your credit, has a little bit of bumps along the way. But again, don't be discouraged. We are here, and we want to make sure that the message is clear. And this is coming from our CEO. You heard him from my SVP of retail as well. We are the United States Central Fair Credit Union, and we want to make sure that we want to emphasize that we are your financial institutions, and we have resources available for you here. Just give us a call, reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to assist.
And a few people in the comments, Milton, you were saying how our staff is, diligently working, long hours, late nights. They appreciate it. We appreciate their hard work. So we want to, give a shout out to all those making these moves happen, and to make sure that people are getting the help that they need, in a timely manner. And a couple of people are saying, thank you, working hard. We know, so people do see it. And somebody else is saying that they are echoing the appreciation for USFCU team. They appreciate all the hard work you are doing for all your members. And that's what we do it for, because we're no member, no credit union. You as the member, we always tell you that we're going to be there through the good and the bad times. And as you know, it cannot rain forever. It cannot storm forever. So better days are coming. Another comment that I wanted to highlight was somebody saying, hang in there, everyone. So, that's the message that we want to tell everybody, that better days are coming. Just keep strong. And as Milton was saying, if you're struggling with a certain situation, just talk to us, just talk to us, and we find a solution for you. As you can see, we do these webinars to show you that it's not a machine that you're going to talk to. It's not, AI or anything like that. It's actually humans that are going to be helping you. And we're just regular people that, we go through struggles as well. And we want to make sure that you feel supported and you feel confident where you are applying for a shutdown loan relief program, whether it's another assistance that we provide, but you feel confident when you are signing that paperwork, whether it is, at the branch, or if it is digitally as well. So we want to make sure that you are confident, and you know that the United States Senate Federal Credit Union has your back. So thank you so much. And I will pass it on to Milton.
Eddie.
Bring it back. Mr. Troy, go right ahead.
Eddie. Yeah, I just want to chime in here. And again, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. But just going back to the fact that we are all people helping people. These are extraordinary times. I want to make sure that I was clear in my last response. If the 5,000 is not enough, apply. I can't guarantee that it would be approved, but apply, because we want to make sure that for your financial well-being, that we are doing all that we can. Again, I'll say it again. We are people helping people. And we certainly understand the predicament and the scenario that everyone's going through and experiencing. And we just want to do the best that we can. If you have questions, again, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Eddie, make sure that you put my email address, Milton, everybody on this call, for those that have questions or maybe shy to ask questions. That's okay. You can certainly reach us, during business hours, and that's why we're here. We pride ourselves on making sure that we take care of our members. This is a conversation that's being held at the highest levels of the organization, including board members, in terms of what are we doing for our folks? How are we helping everybody that's been affected? And that's what it's all about. And when all of this is over, it's about the United States Senate Federal Credit Union being able to say, those who reached out, we answered the call. And please share our information with your friends, family, or those that might not be aware of what we're able to do for them, or maybe thinking, things are pretty bleak. We provide answers. We provide answers, and not just during this particular time, but 365 days a year. That's what we do. So, Eddie, I'll turn it back to you, but I just wanted to make sure that I share that bit of information for everyone on the call.
You heard it from the expert, Mr. Troy, and I think that's our senior vice president of retail. And I think him saying what he was just saying right now, we appreciate it so much. Why? Because that's the reason why the United States Senate Federal Credit Union is so different, because you hear it from the leaders. He's the one sitting in those meetings with the upper management to make those decisions, to make sure that we take care of our members. What other organization is going to do that for you? Sometimes, you want to get to those levels, but they're going to tell you, oh, just speak to like an assistant manager or a branch manager, and that's where it dies. But here at the United States Senate Federal Credit Union, we're open. We have that transparency that everything that we do, all the decisions that we make, is for the benefit of our members. So thank you, Mr. Troy, for emphasizing that we are truly people helping people. And I want to pass it back to Milton with the closing remarks.
All right, Eddie, thank you so much again, and we truly, truly appreciate you all, and love those comments. I'm seeing those comments coming through, and the feedback, and again, from the bottom of our hearts, we just want to say thank you. I don't think there's anything else that we can say, and as Eddie mentioned, this shall pass. Just hang in there. But again, if you need us, we're here. Give us a call. My contact information is here. We are going to be sharing this presentation. Also, the recording will be available later this week or early next week, but we want to make sure that we will have this available because I know we share a lot of resources. And with that, I want to take this opportunity again to personally thank Amber Miller for coming in and making time out of her busy schedule and sharing all of her knowledge. And again, her contact information will go along this presentation. But Amber, thank you so much for making time and being here with us tonight. And it is also a great segue for me. Before we let you go this evening, we wanted to you met Amber tonight from Green Path, and then we talked a little bit about him in one of the slides. But for those that are might not know, but we have our amazing Michael Schimmel from Fellows Financial, and he's actually going to be leading our presentation next week to talk about making sense of Social Security. This webinar is going to be at our special time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 for those that are joining us from the West Coast. But come in and join us. It's going to be an informative session with Michael again. He's going to do a breakdown of all of the essentials of Social Security. Whether you're approaching that retirement age, I know there might be some of you getting close to that, or simply you just want to get ahead of the game, right? So you're going to gain a lot of valuable insight on how Social Security fits into your overall financial picture. I know there's going to be a lot of questions. I know one of the questions that I'm going to have myself is Social Security going to be around by the time I get my retirement age, right? I mean, I think that's one of those questions that a lot of us might have. But if that is you and you want to learn and listen from the expert, Michael Schimmel will be leading that presentation next week, next Wednesday at 3 p.m. With that being said, Andrea, Eli, my wonderful Kim, Carrie, Mr. Ferguson, and Amber, thank you all so much for being with us this evening. We appreciate you all, and hope that everyone has a wonderful evening. We'll see you back again next week at 3 p.m. Good night, everyone.